What is up, my friends? Jesse here with Just Man Sports Cards. Thank you for joining me. Going to do a PSA reveal, also a subscriber giveaway. The giveaway is you just have to be a subscriber, like the video, and make any comment down below. And within the next 7 days, I'll pick a winner. So I'm just going to run it for a week. That way I don't forget about it. And then I'll ping you on the comments. But we'll get into the order. This is the only card that wasn't graded. Question on the authenticity of the card. I think they're thinking that it should say John Elway here. I've looked at all the cards I could find of this card online, and none of them do. And they actually slabbed one that doesn't have the John Elway there, so not sure what to do. I might do a video on that later, but we'll get into it. Some of the, let's see here. So this was actually in a SGC. It's a PSA 8. If you did the cracking video, I showed the corners were just a little soft. And there's white there. So I thought it was at 8. I thought SGC overgraded it. Nonetheless, bummer. Same here. SGC. I was showing that the SGC was kind of pinching the card in my video. So I thought this definitely had a shot at a 9. Not sure what they saw, but it is what it is. I think I had a strict grader in this one. 7, not sure what I really missed here. This is the starting lineup extended series, so white corner there, but nothing. So this is a L for sure. No worries though. I will give kudos to PSA. They're doing a better job on the cards that aren't fitted. Like this is their free floating style. They just stay put better now. Before they used to like slide around everywhere. So an 8. Last one on this sold for like 110 or something like that. It was a little over than its average. Pierce. Kind of need this to be a 10 to be a win, but it's not really an L. It's just kind of like a break even, I guess, with the grading. These were $15 a card. 8 gold medallion. These are super short printed. The rookies were short printed. They were like 1 per box, where the vets were more, not as rare. They're easier to pull. I was grading this, just get it in slab. Knew it was rough. I don't know that it was PSA 6 rough. These are numbered to 1,000, so 90 stuff labeled at 1,000. Pierce slipped down the draft, so not all the stuff was highly collected at the gate. I think there's 36 copies of this graded in total from PSA. This is the triple, or some people call it the gold. These are gorgeous. Maybe try to get a little, just open the window a little more. These are, you can see through them, but they're gorgeous cards in hand. Definitely. This has been selling around the 250 to 300 range in a 10. Bought that raw. So this is a win. This goes for about 100, 150. Let me pause. So just try to capture a little more of the beauty of these cards. Lived next to Walnut Orchard, so you can see that. But then can't see the sparkle, but you can see it's see-through. Going by ear, if no one's figured that out yet. This is the silver to 200. The bronze is to 1,000. So this is a win. Super low pop on these. The silvers are just hard to find in general. These you can see through that. It's a little hard to capture the beauty of these cards. 7. I thought they were tough on these. Maybe not quite fair. The corners aren't really white. I mean, there's a little whiting, but I don't know. They're sixes and sevens. So those will probably sell for like what a raw card sells for. So that's an L. This is a win. These go for about 60, 70 bucks raw. And then a 9 does about 120 consistently. So I'm into it for what, 85 bucks. This is SBX. This is the rarest insert in the SBX of the 1999. The Prolifics. Gorgeous card. An 8. 8s do almost what the SBX excitement does in a 9, as it should. I feel like it should go maybe a little more than that. I knew this was pretty off center. You can tell the centering here. So an 8 is fair. The corners are clean and everything on it. So I have an 8 and a 9 of this already. So I might sell this 8. Let me grab some more cards. Rain Man is a foil card. There's a little better. I like that lighting a little better. So the members only there. I had 3 copies of this raw, and then I sent 2 others. I have an order that's been in QA to check for over a month, and it had a like slightly nicer condition of cards. So the other 2 should be higher grade no matter what. This is the free floating as well. They've gotten better about it, but I'm still not crazy. 8. This card is caught on. This is out of the gold set, and then a 9 just went for about 130. So this is probably a $50 card. It'd probably go a little less if you auctioned it. I'm holding long term. Kind of a sneaker set. There's not many of these cards out there. I own one of the Jordans. I think the Jordan's a Pop 1 or Pop 2. And then when I bought that, I learned more about the set. And then there was a guy that had the complete set, and I went out and bought the Kareem out of it. It's got Parrish, and then he's kind of doing a skyhook. So Pop 1, none higher, none lower. Got some straight fire here. 10. Only 10. So this is Pop 1. The platinum, so it's one per box. It'd take you like 200 boxes to land this card. And I really like it because he's guarding David Robinson. So 2 Hall of Famers in the same photo. So these raw go for 20, 25 bucks. I'm guessing that's probably like a $500 card. Jordan Platinum, same thing. Take about 200 boxes to pull these. 2 9s, so that's a win. 8. These go for about 125, 150 raw. And an 8 would do around that, probably like maybe 180. So kind of a wash, but they're slabbed up now. Garnet stuff is pretty cheap right now. That's a hold for me. 9. I mean, an 8. I don't know why I said 9. Pretty clean on the back as far as chipping. The surface is clean back here. These have been going for about 150 to 220. High risers. So I have like another 8 copies of this card at PSA, and they're the cleaner copies. And so I sent, this is the members only version. So it's got the members only back here. And these were, that's a pretty clean 7, but you can see the chipping there. So, I guess it's Tyson at 3. Okay. So I knew these. I knew there were 7s or 8s, and they came back 7s. So I haven't seen a lot of these. So I might put up one of these to kind of gauge the market on it. In a 7. These you don't really see at all. I actually had to do a little back and forth with PSA. They wanted to slab this just as the base, but it clearly says PM here, and then it's all silver. It's a little hard to tell because a lot of these cards are mostly silver, and there's just a tinge of something else in them. But the way to tell is the PM on the back. Only precious metal that I have from the football, and I just don't think they produced a lot of the set, like 96 metal in football. So there's a pop 1, none higher, none lower. If you're new to the channel, it's a low. I focus on rarity. Rubies 9. This was a little higher pop than I was expecting. But I bought this raw off eBay, I forget, 3-4 years ago. So you can clearly see that's red. I think it's normally like a kind of like a color to call it. Draft 9. This is a win. This was an L because these go for about $40 raw, and then 7 sell less than that. So they're, you can kind of see the surface there on the card. So they're pretty. I mean, the corners are good. So the only reason this got downgraded is because of the surface, and you can kind of see it through there. There's some pitting and stuff. I guess that's pretty bad there, eh? When you think you're doing good at it, you just get reality checked here. This is members only. I think this is pop 1 only. I really had to like look this over and see how that corner is separating there. And I've seen them be hard on cards like that too, where they're just kind of coming apart. So I wasn't sure how they would grade that, but that's a 6. Everything else looks great on the card. This is a win, which is kind of cool because I mean the refractor definitely looks better than the members only version. But this is one of my favorite poses of Dr. J. His stuff is all very reasonable. 8. I have like 6 copies of this as well in that other order that's sitting at PSA. I have 3 orders sitting at PSA. So this is a 5. So this is what it was before. So edging, corners, but they all kind of have that. I own some PSA 8s of this. But I kind of want to see. I mean, this is why BGS just doesn't command a good price. They're often a grade or 2 grades lower in a PSA holder. You can probably debate on who grades more accurately, but that experiment was a $15 loss on the grading. Let me grab some more cards. So there's a decent amount of Dr. J in this order. We're about halfway through the order, if anyone's curious. These are the rare version of the Prisms. 13 through 17 of Prism stuff I will still collect. The population gradually goes up from 13, but These are still pretty rare. Uh, this sells for 50, $60, which I think if you can pick up a copy for that, it's a pretty good deal in my opinion. Um, and then raw, these go for $8 to $12. Uh, but you're gonna want the Prism version. That's the rare version. A lot of this stuff is like Pop One, 94, numbered in 94, 2013. So that's the low print year. Oops. I just think these are nice looking cards. Kareem. Two of those, an 8 and a 9. They're numbered to 67. Kareem there. Magic. This is a pop 2, none higher. Gorgeous looking card. They're numbered to 99. So, I mean, a 10 would have been a big one there, but orange. It's an 8, but this is a pop one. There's one on eBay that's not. It's raw, so I can't. I think I've messaged the guy, and I can't remember how flexible he was. This is a win. These do pretty well when they go to auction. I can't remember off the top of my head. 15. And the Prism stuff for Dr. J and Kareem, I really pay attention to the pose. Some of them I'm not. I don't like the photo, so I don't collect it. And then it comes down to how rare it is as well. There's some raw copies of these, but the corners on the back don't look great. You gotta watch out for centering too. So that's the Flash. Flash 10s. The greens weren't numbered. And these are out of 350, I think. Yeah. Well, cream run there. We'll get back to Dr. J. So 13 and 15, I like the pictures of Prism and Dr. J. The other years, it's kind of a weird photo, but 350. This is a big one here. I mean, 90% of these cards are PC cards for me. So maybe down the road I sell some of them, but some of the stuff I have dupes on. So I submitted 2 of those. Cool looking card. So I could see selling like one of those 9s. This is the silver. So I could see like selling that 9. I'm not going to sell them right now just because I feel like Kareem and Dr. J's prices are affordable. So I'm acquiring right now. Picked this up when this set came out. Maybe we're selling some of the singles. It's got like a metal frame, so this is a pretty thick card. Pretty heavy in hand. Just had a feeling. 7 at the end of the world. I don't know if I showed that. It's out of 25. Gorgeous card. Henry. I'm rooting for him this year. I'm a believer. 79. Acetated, man. You just get these. Most of them are pretty scratched up. It's kind of a rough game to try to grade them. It's probably the card I'm disappointed in the most with PSA is this. They put it in this super thick, and it's in a baggie, but uh, this card has an incredible amount of shine in hand. It's gorgeous, but with this baggie, and then it's just they completely stole the shine from it. So you can see it there, but these are numbered to 75. So I don't know. Maybe one day I'll see if they'll reorder it for me in something else. Dr. J. 2 of these. A rare version of this is sold. I did okay. Nothing crazy. And then gold party. So the gold party stuff from the Nationals are pretty rare. I think this is numbered. Yeah, 50. They call it pink. Yeah, we call it pink. I don't know how. I might sell this one because I'm not crazy about the color. A small stack with. So let me grab that. So some essential credentials now. Futures. These are all numbered. These are the cards that we have left here, so not many to go. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. Did 10s on these. These are. I'll take them up to the window so you can number to 124. There's an actual sale on this one. Fixed price. It was like $90. I grew up a Cardinals fan. Lived in Missouri. This is out of 94. I think this is my favorite. I didn't think these were going to 10. You can go back and watch the preview video for these and kind of point out why I didn't think, but this is a color match. Let me take these up to the window so you guys can see. So it's still kind of hard to capture in the window, but they're kind of see-through. In hand and the right lighting, they definitely look better than you can really capture on film. 7. This is pop 1. I mean, it would be cool if that was 6 out of 100, but it's not. So a lot of this stuff I've won at auctions, and just I watch almost all Kareem's and Dr. J's auctions. 5. This is, I believe I looked it up. Pop 1, none higher, none lower. It's numbered out of 42, so it's not going to be a lot of copies of that floating around. 10, the X-Fractor from Finest. Those are at 199. These are in thicker cases. It's kind of weird. So like here's another thick one. They don't stack really well on top of each other. They don't really connect. But then on a normal PSA case, they stack just fine. So even the base in 04 Finest is numbered. 400. So I submitted 2 of those. An 8 and a 9. Corners are like really thick, so that I can see how this is kind of probably a tough set to grade. So I'm happy with grades. So we got a 7 and 8 on the refractor. These are out of 249. Bernard King. I wanted to kind of get a higher grade of his rookie card, but then I was like, maybe I'll just pick up a cool auto. I figured this was like a $12 or $15 card for a Hall of Fame auto. Have a cool set, cool picture. Is a buy it now. 9. Yeah, that's pretty good grade. Gold. This is a gorgeous card. These are out of 2008. Go, man, that's not rare at all. This, I think, pop 1, none higher, none lower. You normally see chipping. Yeah, I mean, you can see that clear as day there. So maybe that's the 6. Uh, there's one copy of this card on eBay. It's raw. It's listed on ComC. It's like $23, and it looks much rougher than this card. So for whatever reason, some of the parallels in this '08 Topps, and this set just continues. The Topps and Topps Chrome just continue to get more and more popular. So I'm okay with it. I have the card. Gold foil. I've talked about these before. The today's stars do pretty well. People know how hard that gold foil is to pull. So an 8 and a 9. It's a low pop. Like I think the total pop's under 10. The orange. There's an orange refractor right now, PSA 10. That's for sale. This is a pop 2. So only 2 are graded by me. A little lower print run there. Last card. So if you had a favorite card, tell me what it was. Feel free to. I typically always reply. That's 6. I've looked this over pretty well, and I feel like they're pretty rough on the 6. There's a black version of this out of 48. I would love to get that, but I haven't seen it pop up. So maybe someday. That's all I have. It's football Sunday. I'm recording the games right now, and then I'll sit down and watch them later. Some people think I'm nuts for not watching it live, but I just like saving the time by being able to fast forward through the commercials. I'll catch everyone later.